It's Saturday, December 24th, 2022. I'm TC Kirkham, and this is the Christmas Eve edition of the Kirkham Report. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Greetings to those celebrating Kwanzaa and Festivus as well. I'm TC Kirkham, the Kirkham Report. I hope you all are having a wonderfully joyous holiday season. I got lazy. I didn't shave. I look terrible. But, you know, it's just the way things have been this week. Going to be a relatively short show. Just got a few things I want to go over, some cleanup stuff. Asking you guys for some help on something and a little bit more as we go through this week's show. So let's get started right now. Out of the box this week, I didn't know if I was going to have anything because I didn't, I have a bunch of special orders in that aren't supposed to be here until after the holidays, and I have a couple of things ordered on the side, and I wasn't sure what would be coming for sure. And then I got a package notice on Tuesday or Wednesday, and I'm like, what is that? I'm not expecting anything. I don't have anything tracking showing it's here today. Well, I walk over to the hub, which is in the next building next to us, and find a package from my good friend Katie over at Vintage and Vinyl. Did not expect anything coming from her. Received a wonderful VCLT from her. This is Katie's little notepad there. She still uses the old wax and stamper. And a wonderful little note card envelope. And I found this inside. Charlie Brown with sparkles. And terrific card inside. It says, Merry Christmas, TC. I picked these up for you on Record Store Day. I thought they needed to be in your collection. Thank you for being a dear friend and for all the cool content you put out for the VC. Enjoy the vinyl community. Love Train. Thank you, Louie and Katie. Katie, thank you so much. You just completely blew my mind with this. She sent along two things she picked up for me on Record Store Day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what are you spending money like that for on me? It was one we had actually talked about on the show we did that she picked up also, Martha and the Vandellas Dance Party. I came real close to picking this up, and then I decided not to. So I'm very happy that Katie sent that along. And she also sent along one of her favorite artists, Etta James. I'm vaguely familiar with Etta James. I cannot wait to hear this. I've saved both of these for this weekend, so Kim and I will be able to enjoy them during the holidays. This is Eva. Etta is Better Than Ever, and again was the first official American reissue of this from 1976. And I'm just, mind is totally blown, Katie. Thank you so much. I literally teared up when it got here because I didn't expect it. It came totally out of the blue, and to find these two great albums in there, it's just amazing. Katie, you are one of a kind. Thank you very much. I cannot say enough. And as you say, I'm going to be sending some friend mail your way before too long after the first of the year. So keep an eye out for that. I'll let you know I'll probably let you know when I send it. I may not because you didn't let me know about this, and that way it was a total surprise. In any case, thank you, Katie, very much. And that is this week's Out of the Box. I will have more from Dawn and Mary. It's over at the hub, but it's too damn cold to go out and get it. So it'll be on next week's show. tracking said this wouldn't be here until Tuesday, but it actually arrived yesterday. It's this month's Black Box Record Club shipment. I have scored it, but not looked inside of it. Let's see what Black Box has shipped me for the month of December. First up, ooh, hey. Ray Charles, his orchestra and the Raylettes live in Stockholm, 1972. Previously unreleased Ray Charles at the peak of his power. My mom was a huge Ray Charles fan. And subsequently, I am a big fan as well. I have not heard of this. This will be fun to check out. Alexander's Ragtime Band, What I Say, I'd Have My Fun, Raylette's Introduction, Games People Play, Don't Change on Me, I Can't Stop Loving You, Maria, and I've Got a Woman. This will be fun. Thank you, Black Box, for this. Let's see what else is in here this month. Oh, there's a sticker. Take that out. First of all, there's probably more of those in there. Oh, now see, I've never ever heard this. I know it's a favorite of a lot of the VC. This will be fun to check out, too. Classic Rolling Stones, Get Your Yayas Out, the Rolling Stones in concert. I have not heard this. I've probably heard tracks from it on the radio, but I've never heard the whole album. I'm not an especially huge Stones fan, but I do like some of their stuff. This has Jumpin' Jack Flash, Carol, Stray Cat Blues, Love in Vain, Midnight Rambler, Sympathy for the Devil, Live With Me, Little Queenie, Honky Tonk Woman, and Street Fighting Man on it. We sold a ton of these when I worked for Coconuts on CD, for Transworld and Tape World and Record Town. I was primarily centered at Coconuts for a couple of years. It is definitely a classic. Great choices this month, Flatbox. I will be very much... Yeah, there are more stickers in here. Let's make sure. I love little stickers. I actually made myself a little... I have a little, one of those little storage containers full of stickers from Black Box and other people and other stores and stuff that I get them from. Go over there. And so I dropped one of the stickers. That's good. Let's see what we got. Excuse me. Okay. I am not sure who that is. Anyone want to tell me who that might be? I don't know. And a Chicago logo sticker, which they're based in Chicago, so that's cool. So that is this month's Black Box. There's going to be some interesting stuff to hear from that for sure. I will report back on how it sounds to everybody in the weeks and months ahead. Thank you, Black Box. So earlier this week, I think it was on Wednesday or Thursday, I posted put up a post on the community tab. If you haven't been over to the community tab, check it out. Next weekend's Kirkham Report is going to be a little mix of everything, and it's going to be the back end of a week of stuff I'm going to be doing. I'll tell you about in a few minutes. But I'm asking my viewers who are watching and who have watched the show throughout the year, really, we just started in January with this show, to send me their favorite clips of me being silly, of me making smart aleck remarks, whatever made them laugh. Because I want to focus on what made people laugh, and I hope people will contribute. You can email me with what show it was and what you heard, and I can find it, or you can grab a clip from it off of YouTube and shoot it to me at the email address or wherever that you normally would do, because my email's in the show notes. I'm looking at next week as being kind of a partial clip show, but there'll be some new stuff in it as well. And I just noticed I got some dust on my cap here. There'll be a lot of other stuff on next week's show, and I hope that you guys will take the time to let me know what you found particularly funny, because I love to know, what I do to make you laugh, and that's part of my job, and I hope that you enjoyed it. So let me know what you see anything you found amusing, that you found like belly busting, although I don't think I've done anything like that. Just let me know, and I will see if I can find it and throw it in the show that I'm going to be doing, part of the show for next week. I'd really appreciate it if you would please help me figure it out. Next week on TKR Video Central, I'm going to be doing some different stuff than I normally do as we get into the year-end stuff. I'm going to be running a 5-part. I got parts for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That I'm calling my 2022 Rewind, and I hope you will tune in for those. Those will probably be up. I don't know if they'll be up probably in the afternoon or evening every day. Working on them now and getting them all finished so that they'll be all ready to go up next week. And as I said, next weekend's Kirkham Report is going to be kind of a half-clip show and half me just rambling about things. So as usual, and whatever I get and out of the box. And I will probably have a Christmas Prezzies video up on Sunday after my wife and I exchange gifts. I do that every year. I started that in 2020, and I do it for my birthday too, just so I can show off all the cool new stuff that I have. I hope that you guys will share your stuff too on your video channels, because I love watching all that stuff, and it's always fun to see that. In any case, next week's shows will cover my personal favorite things from 2022, albums and songs. I will be looking at trends I noticed in the vinyl community. I will be looking at a few other things, and I will also be noting all of those in the music industry that we lost this year. And all of that will be coming up Monday through Friday on my Rewind show. Also, next week, you will be finally getting the Rank This I've been working on. I actually have it done, but I haven't edited it yet. And it'll be coming up next week sometime. It may not be on Thursday. It may be earlier in the week, but it will be up at some point during the week next week. Now, next weekend, we will be doing stuff early and then posting it because her sister was getting married on New Year's Eve. So it'll be a lot of fun to see what that happens. And we haven't been out doing anything like this since the pandemic started, so it's going to be a little bit interesting, very, very interesting and different to see what we got going with that. So in any case, I look forward to showing off all that stuff. I also might do some contests and threads this week. There's some interesting stuff going around that I want to participate in. So hopefully you'll see quite a bit from me in small, short bits throughout most of next week. In the back pages today, I went shopping this morning. Went grocery shopping. It's Christmas Eve. It's kind of a madhouse over at our local Market Basket, which is our local food chain that we go to up here. But I'll tell you something. It was a different kind of experience than I've seen the few times I've been over there in the last year or so. So I walked in. It was about 10 o'clock in the morning. I walked in, and every aisle is open. They've got people coming in. It's very busy, but not overly busy. I mean, I've seen it twice that busy, and it gets crazy sometimes. As I went up and down the aisles looking for what my wife and I have decided to do for Christmas dinner, I pleasantly noticed that nobody was sniping at each other. Nobody was arguing. Nobody was screaming at children. They all seemed to have a nice, happy sound to their voice, very up feeling. They were smiling at people. They were going by. The gentleman who runs the fish counter was very nice and friendly to me. because I went there to get some salmon, which is what we decided on for tomorrow. Then the clerk, when I got to the counter, the clerk was there and the bagger was there, and they both had a big smile and a happy Merry Christmas. Haven't seen that in a long time. And I think the last couple of years have really shown everything that we missed. People are glad to be out and about again. People are happy. I mean, even a few people, I always wear a mask now. I don't ever go out without a mask on, even though some people say it doesn't really help. Well, it's helped me stay healthy. I have never had COVID, even though I've been out occasionally. But I do worry about it, and so I do wear my mask every time I go out. And there were a few people masked this time too. Usually you don't see a lot. Most people are vaccinated. I am too, but it's like, it's just an extra precaution. Nobody gave me a dirty look as they have because I had a mask on. It was a very pleasant experience, and it's one I haven't had in that way at this time of year for at least 10 years probably. People haven't been able to get out the last couple of years. They did more so last year, but it was still way less than in 2020, way less than it was in 2018 and 2019 before the pandemic hit. It was nice to see that. It was nice to hear people wishing other people Merry Christmas, sometimes friends, sometimes total strangers. I've missed that. We need to get back to that, because that's what our country is all about. It's what the world is all about. Finding the Christmas spirit. My Obscuria yesterday was my favorite Christmas song of all time, and I talked a little bit about that Christmas spirit. If you haven't listened to it, please go listen. Yes, it is my boys, Hanson. And I hope that people will take their message to heart. Christmas is about family, about faith, about love, about charity. And you combine all that, and it makes for a really spectacular season. I hope everybody remembers that as they head into celebrating the end of the year 2022 and moving on to 2023. That's the back pages for this week. Time for me to shuffle on out of here, people. If you haven't seen already, as I said, I'm going to have some special programming this coming week. And of course, my usual programs, my Obscuria will be up. We're going to do all New Year's songs this year, and then we'll be back to this week, and then we'll be back to regular stuff on January 2nd. But all New Year's stuff this coming week. And I hope everybody enjoyed the last 2 weeks of Christmas cheer. I've had over 30 hits on Wednesday's Obscuria, which was DC Talks Yo Ho Ho, which I just was like, whoa. I wouldn't have thought anybody would jump on that. It's a great song. I hope people like it. This coming week, as I said, we'll have some special programming up every day, possibly some contest entries and some threads. I will be doing this week's, I've got to edit and get it up, but I will have a rank this up this week. I'm aiming for Wednesday instead of Thursday, but it will still be at the 4 o'clock time. And next Saturday, of course, New Year's Eve, Kirkham Report right here with our year-end show. And tomorrow, Christmas Day, my usual goofiness on the Radio Retro Countdown at 4, just a regular week for everybody else out there, and some interesting stuff and some great songs on the chart that I pulled for this week, and I hope everybody will like it. Don't forget to check out the new schedule, which is at the end of the show, and it'll be starting to take shape over the next couple of weeks as we move into January. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, please do, and if you have, thank you. I really appreciate that. My subscription rate grew immensely during my contest, and it slipped back a little bit, but I'm comfortable with where I am, although I'd love to get much higher and like to get up to 1,000, 2,000 like some of the others. But right now, I got a great people listening to and watching and commenting, and it's so much fun. And please always leave a comment. I love reading them, and I'm trying to get to them within a day or two now. I really appreciate it. I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday season, whether you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Festivus, or Kwanzaa. And I hope everybody will remember that Christmas is the time to say I love you. Billy Squire says so. For the Kirkham Report, I'm TC Kirkham. Ciao, baby. Merry Christmas.